Hey, what's going on? Rakeem Madison here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about YouTube ads for beginners, all right? Now, what the focus is going to be on helping you set up your first YouTube ads campaign. Now, in the previous video, I talked about, how to set up your YouTube ad account properly. So you want to go and watch that video first if you haven't, and then come back over to this video so I can show you how to set up your campaign, all right? Now, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will eventually give you the freedom you deserve. All right. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into the content, and I'm going to break this down literally step by step. All right. All right. So let me go ahead and minimize my camera. All right. So now we are inside of the Google Ads Manager. Now, the first thing we're going to do to get this started is we're going to go over to the left side panel and we're going to click on campaigns. Now, when you click on campaigns, it's going to drop this down right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the blue plus button. All right. And then you're going to click on new campaigns. And then the first thing that pops up is the actual objective. Okay. So what these are is how Google's going to actually optimize your campaign. So if you're trying to optimize for sales, then you want to go ahead and use this. If you're trying to optimize for leads, then you want to use this. And if you're trying to optimize for website traffic, then this one will be a good one to use. Now, here's a couple things about these first three. These are all conversion action based, which means that you got to actually go ahead and create a conversion pixel, because that's the only way you're going to be able to run those ads. The other thing about them is you don't get as much options. So if I click on this right now and then I click on video campaign, you can see drive conversions, right? It's not going to give me anything except drive conversions. The other thing is Google, they need to be able to gather some data. And if you have a brand new account, then they don't have the correct data. Like, they don't really have enough data to pretty much optimize to put you in front of the right people. So, when you're first getting started, I would recommend to use the one that we're going to actually use in this particular video, which is create a campaign without a goals guidance. All right. So we're going to click on that one, and then we're going to optimize, right? We're going to have it here, and then we're going to go to video, because this is a video campaign. All right, now you can see it gives us way more options than the other one, but we're going to go with custom video campaign. All right, and then we're going to click continue. All right, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and name this campaign. So this is going to be test YouTube or test YT video. All right, so that's what we're going to roll with. But just some advice on what I like to do is, depending on like whatever the offer is I'm promoting, I like to put that first so I know what the offer is, and then I put the demographics. So is it 25 to 35 that I'm targeting, or is it 35 to 45 that I'm targeting, right? Because you want to have that organization inside of your ads manager, so when you're looking in to do your optimization to make the campaign better, it's extremely easy. Okay, so that's the whole purpose for that. All right, so test YouTube video. Let's just say I was targeting 25 to 35. I will put it there. Now, right here, you can see it says maximum CPV. We're going to leave that on maximum CPV, because that's going to be cost per view. Okay, that's what we want. Now you're going to go down, and then instead of campaign total, we're going to go with daily. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put $10 per day. Okay, that's going to be the budget. And then we're going to go down to where it says networks. We're going to click on this, and then we're going to go ahead and uncheck video partners on a display network. All right. And then from here, what I like to do, since we're not doing YouTube search results, I go ahead and I just take off that, and then I roll with YouTube videos. All right. And then from here, we want to go ahead and put English in. Right now, this is going to depend on you. Now, if you're watching this video right now, I know that you have an understanding of English. I mean, if you've made it this far, right? So you want to use the language of the people who actually speak your language. All right, so we're going to continue to go down, and we're going to go to locations. So with the locations, if you're trying to target the United States, they already have that set. If you're doing this one where you're doing United States and Canada, then you could just click on that. Now, if you're targeting any other place, like if you want to enter any other locations, then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put that location in here. Like for example, if I was trying to target Australia, boom, I could just hit target, and then boom, you're gonna see it. It's gonna set to Australia. Now, what we're gonna do from there is we're gonna go to inventory type. So the thing with this is I always leave it on standard. I've heard from other people that you can go over to expand it and you can get cheaper advertising. But I've used both of them. I haven't really seen that much of a difference, but let me know if you've tested, expanded. Maybe you're somebody watching this video and you have ran YouTube ads. Let me know if you've seen a difference. I really haven't seen a difference. All right, so now from here, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go to excluded types and labels. So what I like to do is I like to turn off embedded YouTube videos. I turn off live streaming videos, and then they already have content not yet labeled right here. And I just leave that off, right? And I leave all the rest of them on. All right, and then I just go ahead and click this to make that go back. All right, now this right here, pay attention to this right here in blue. It's so small, sometimes you can't even see it, especially if you're new. So you wanna click here, and then right here, we're gonna go to where it says devices. Now here's what I will tell you, okay? Here's what I will tell you. There's no way for somebody to take action on your stuff if they're on a TV screen. So right off the bat, go ahead and take off TV screens, right? And I usually just leave computers, mobile phones, and tablets on. But usually from my data, from me testing and running tons of ads, most of any conversions or anybody taking any action is coming from computers and mobile phones, okay? But it's always good to test. All right, so from here, we're gonna go ahead and hit that arrow so that closes. And then the frequency capping is where you can cap to where a person only sees your stuff only but a few times. So like, let's say for instance, I wanted to use a cap view frequency. Well, let's say for instance, I wanted people to only see my stuff 4 times per month. So like, let's say for instance, I were to see my ad. When I see my ad, that would have been the first time that I seen the ad, and then throughout that month, I would see it 3 more times, right? So that's basically what that means. So if you don't want people to just keep seeing it and feel like, you're kind of spamming them, right? Then just, you can set it to, whatever you want to set it to. All right, so that's basically what this is. All right, so I'm not gonna really, 4 times a month is fine. We'll go ahead and do this. And then the ad schedule, this will be like if you got a local business or something like that, you can set it up to, to show during the time, during the hours that you're actually running your business, and then you can just have them stop running after that time, right? But, me personally, I'm an online business owner, so I run my stuff all the time. I don't set a specific time. All right, so that's good. I'm just gonna leave that right there. And then what we're gonna do here is test YouTube video, and then that'll be the name of my ad group as well. And then right here we're going to go to the demographics, the audience. Pretty much we're getting into who it is that we're going to be targeting. All right, so demographics. So you can see here we got unknown. I'm going to go ahead and check unknown, and also I'm going to go ahead and uncheck 18 to 24, because once again, based on the data that I already have, most of the people that are taking action are between the ages of 25, and for me it's 25 to 45, right? That's just from looking at the data, and that's going to be important, after you actually set this campaign to go back, look at the data after a couple of days, and then optimize from there. See what's really working. All right, so boom. I'm just going to take off unknown, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, if you don't want to target people who are parents, then you could just turn it off. But we're just going to leave it on for this case. And something I like to do is I go ahead and I get rid of unknown. I get rid of lower 50% household income, and I just rock with these right here. Okay? And then from there, I click on this, and then I go to audience. All right, so there's a couple different audiences that you can pretty much target. So right off the bat, you can see in-market audiences, life events, in-market audiences again for like education, jobs, people that are going to be retiring soon, people who are in market for BMW. Basically, the in-market audiences are going to be the audiences that like Google knows everything about us, right? They know everything. So they they see all the searches that you do. So it's going to put it in front of the people who are doing searches on those specific things. So if somebody's researching a BMW or a specific type, and you put your message in front of them, and let's say for instance you're selling cars, then that will be in front of the right person, right? That's what in market stuff is. They know everything we're doing right now. So that's the power in that type of marketing. All right, and then over here, ideas, business services, employment, advertising and marketing services, sales and marketing jobs, auto and vehicles, right? You can literally, you can target, you can really key in on the right type of person that you're looking for. Now, for this video purposes, since I don't want to spend a lot of time, I'm just going to click on advertising and marketing services, and then that's what I'm going to be targeting. And then over here, you can see available impressions. So you can see impressions 2.5 million. Your estimated performance. So it's giving you, as you're optimizing your campaign and you're selecting all these different things, you're going to notice that this number will change a couple of times. All right, so now if we were targeting for like keywords, then all we would do is we would click on that and we would do the research prior to setting up our ad, so that way, you know, we put the actual keywords that are going to be beneficial and that are going to actually create convergence for us. Okay, so that's how you use keywords. And then the topics, pretty much the same thing, arts and entertainment, autos and vehicles, right? This is all going to be beneficial. It's just up to you to realize who is it that I need to be targeting, right? That's very important. So pretty much as we continue to go throughout the rest of these, you got placements, which is pretty cool, where you can basically position your ad on targeted videos. So let's say for instance, let me kind of come up with something off the cuff. Let's say for instance that you're watching like a video, like a cooking, you're trying to learn how to cook something, right? And then you go to that video where you're learning how to cook something, but keep in mind that whatever you're trying to cook, it requires, let me see, it requires you to use a spatula to make that thing. So as a marketer, right, you're like, okay, this person is going to learn how to cook something, but in order for them to cook this, they need a certain type of spatula or something. I don't know if that's a good example for you, but they're going to be using a spatula to make whatever it is that the person that's making the video. So if you come up with an ad, hey, are you looking to, you know, I can't even think of anything right now. It's probably a bad example, but hopefully you guys get what I'm saying, okay? All right, so from there, that's what you could do with placements, but we've already chosen our targeting. So we're going to go ahead and use, I'm just going to roll with, let's go with 30 cents, okay? So with that, we're going to roll with that. And then if we continue to go down, now we need the link for our YouTube video. So I'm just going to go to YouTube. I'm going to grab a random link because I'm not going to go through the full process of submitting this ad. I just want to show you how it works. So I'm going to grab this video right here. If the video populates, let's just grab this. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do, if it populates fast enough, because it's going pretty slow. All right. So we've grabbed that video. So what we're going to do, we're going to paste it in here, and boom. So now we want this to be a skippable in-stream ad. Okay, skippable in-stream ad. So as soon as we click that, you see the estimated performance showed up. So it's saying that we're going to get 830 to 2,000 views, okay? And then the impressions 2K to 44,000, and then the average cost per view is 3 to 7 cents, okay? So you can see this is how the ad would look as it's showing up. And then what we want to do is we want to go down and we want to put the final URL. Okay, so what you want to do, put the website right there, the one that people are actually going to be going to. Google doesn't really like when you put a link there, but that link, as soon as they click the link, it goes to another website at the top. They don't like that, right? So be very careful in doing that. You want to keep it, you know, like have your custom domain, so where it's actually mass, that'll actually work. Right, I've actually done that multiple times and I've been fine. All right, so from there, you want to go ahead and put the display URL. So what you want to do there is you just want to put the same URL. Very simple. All right, and then from there, what we want to do is you can go to add URL options if you're doing like some tracking and maybe you're using ClickMagick or another tracking software and you want to get the data. You can go to URL options and you can set that up. All right, so from here, we're just going to name the ad the same thing, YT video ad, and then that'll be it from there. And then what we want to do from there is we pretty much want to go to create campaign. Now when I hit create campaign, that is going to be it, right? That's going to be it. That's how you set up your first YouTube ad. Now here's what I want you to know. It's going to take a couple times for you to go through this. If you have to watch this video again, go back, watch the video, and do it as you're actually setting up your ad, because it's going to be beneficial for you to see it a couple of times. So with that being said, hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.